I want to welcome you to the 7-Minute Life Digital Daily Planner. If you're new to digital planning, a digital planner is actually a PDF. It's a digital downloadable PDF that is installed, in this case, on a 12.9-inch iPad. And I'm using the Apple 2nd generation pencil to write on it. So the digital experience of planning is much like just having a pen and a piece of paper. So there are a couple of things that you need to know. I'm using GoodNotes 5 as my PDF annotation software. So the way that I go in is I'll come in and click on GoodNotes. And when I open GoodNotes, I already have my digital daily planner open. In order to make the digital daily planner functional for you, we've added a series of icons in the top bar that work much like hot links. In addition, you're going to find an index, which is an overarching menu item. If you don't know much about the 7-Minute Life, the 7-Minute Life is a time management company, and we are adding time management skills and trying to align them with your own life plan. And you'll be seeing that today. Our goal is to help you prioritize, organize, and simplify your life at work and at home. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to click on the index button, and that's going to take you into what looks like a dashboard. And this dashboard will help you understand about the 7-Minute Life, why the theory of the 7-Minute Life, an introduction, how to use a morning and evening routine. One of the most important parts is creating your personal life plan. As you look at that, it's going to start with an assessment, and we're going to ask a series of questions like, who are you today and who do you want to be? And how can you clarify what's most important? So I can't wait to show you that section. There's a section of tutorials. Of course, you can visit the 7minutelife.com. We have a series of additional products, everything from a full line of tools to coaching to speaking to online classes. So we're excited to show you those. Of course, most of you are looking for calendar and planning tools. You're going to find all of those here, along with additional worksheets and tools. This hyperlinked index will give you the ability to hop into any area of the planner that you would like to. Now, there's a couple of things that you want to know for sure. This in GoodNotes is the reading mode button and the writing mode button. So when you get stuck, this is the button that you want to make sure that you're using. So now, when you're in the writing mode, you're going to see a series of tools. You'll see a pencil, and you can choose the colors that you want and the width that you'd like. You'll see an eraser, a highlighter, shape maker, a lasso tool, and multiple other pieces. When you want to actually make the PDF clickable, you need to go to the clickability mode. I think they call it the reading mode. But when you're in the reading mode, all of these links now become hot links. You can go to your calendar, to your budgeting, to video tutorials, to daily notes, project buckets, goals, creating your life plan. Now we're going to take these one at a time, but I want you to see that when you are in editing mode, which looks like this, that is when everything becomes clickable for you, where you can go along the side and click the hot links to the months. You can also come in and click a hot link to a week because there is a weekly planner. You can also come in and click a hot link to an individual day. I'm going to give you the tutorial on all of those things, but I want you to be aware that this tool will either allow you to write when you see the tools bar come up, or you go back and it allows the planner to become clickable again. So let's go back to the very beginning. As you look at this planner, it is so much more than just about getting more things done. I believe it's important for you to understand our mission, that time is life, that you really want to connect with work-life balance, that you want to find well-being. Part of what we do is help create a life with meaning 7 minutes at a time. And we want to help people just like you and companies that you work with to reignite passion and purpose. You know, I believe in innovation and excellence and happiness in the workplace. So all of these things. Again, once you're in this place, you're going to come back to the menu. You can read about the morning and evening routine. It's one of the key elements of structuring how you're going to create your day, from being aware to what is your goal, what projects are you working on, what to-do list do you need to make, how can you prioritize your task, how long will it take, creating your 5 before 11 list. So all of these pieces are hot linked. Now, when it comes time to create your personal life plan, you're going to click on Create Your Life Plan. That's going to take you into all of the tools that you will need to do it. You're going to begin by asking questions like, who are you today? Who do you want to be? What do you love about your work? What's holding you back? Any kind of mental clutter. We've structured it so that it's in a step-by-step flow. And of course, if you are in writing mode, you cannot click on these buttons. You can only write. If you want to click on them, you have to go back into editing mode. When you do not see the tools, you are now in editing mode. I'm going to go to the flow chart. First thing we want to do is take a time life assessment. You're going to go through and assess your life. I have excellent time management skills. If I want to write on this, I go and grab a pencil, and now I can take the assessment. I have excellent time management skills. Well, I'd give myself around a 4. I often feel productive at the end of the day. Yes. I definitely work from a daily written plan of action. Sometimes I don't have clear goals, but you can see what we're doing. We're going to take an assessment of where we are in your life plan. 7-minute life, we're going to help you set your priorities, your purpose. When was the last time you had life goals and could create a timeline for your entire life and 90-day goals? You know, most people think that time management is about planning today. We believe that's the last step. It's really getting your whole life in order that will help you plan. I'm going to go back to the life plan, which is this hyperlink. Let me blow that up a little bit so you can see it. It is this hyperlink. So we have calendars, budgets, tutorials, notes, projects, personal goals, life plan, and the 7-Minute Life University, which houses all of our classes. So now I'm going to go back to the life plan. And as you look at that, we're just going to take a quick look. So who are you today? Answering some of these things. And all you have to do is grab a pencil. So you'll see that I'll grab that pencil. And I want to make it just a little bit thicker. And I'm going to come in and start writing. Who am I today? I am a 60-ish, you got to love that, year-old woman who loves life. So these are those really important things as you go through this life plan. Create an honest evaluation of what you feel like. Think about your values and priorities. Understand your purpose in life. Asking what would bring you more happiness and meaning. So that's the first step. The second step is, who do you want to be? Creating that vision. So each piece of this life plan allows you to truly think through. I want to pause here on the prioritize your values. So often people say to you, well, you need to know what you value most in life, but I feel like we're really limited. We're limited by the fact that we haven't really clearly thought out all the things that we could value in life. So when you have your copy of the 7-Minute Life Daily Planner in front of you, as you're creating your life goals, you're going to come through and you're going to say, these are the things that are most important. I've already gone through this exercise, but let me just highlight some of the things. As you're going through, you're going to think through, what are the things that you value most? At the top of my list, love, friendships, mental health, happiness, meaningful work, freedom, kindness. So as I was going through this, I was just marking the things that I felt like were most important to me. You'll be doing the same. After you've completed that list, you're going to then rank them in order of importance. So here are mine: love and family, faith, physical and mental health, laughter, simplicity, freedom, compassion, growing, laughter. Goodness, I must really like laughter. These things, and financial success. Imagine holding in your hand. And so this is just step by step. Who are you today? Who do you want to be? What do you value most in life? What do you believe your purpose is? And you're just going to use the pen and write these things out. This is yet another example of one of the life plans. We're going to ask you to find out, what do you really love to do at work? And then write those things down. What are your strengths? What should you be focusing on? What motivates you? What's holding you back? What kind of mental clutter? So you can see that all of these pieces create a very clear life plan. And as part of that life plan, you're going to go into your goal setting worksheets. Now, I've created a few personal goals that I think are really relevant. And so again, you're going to just take your pen, you're going to grab a tool, and you're going to begin to write down, what are some of the goals that you want to accomplish. For me, it's regularly decluttering my home office. In order to do that, if that's the goal, here are the actions I need to take. Another thing might be that you want to review your financial and legal documents, or make sure that your home repairs are up to date, or schedule a well-being month. We see a lot of people that actually have not gone to the dentist, the doctor, had their blood work checked, or set up some mental health care during this period of COVID. So how would you go in and set a goal? You would grab a pencil, and I'll use a different color just to make it a little bit easier. I'll use, let's say, this light pink. And so let's say that you have another goal of physical exercise. So let's come in. I've grabbed my pen, and so we're going to say, I don't like that thickness. I'm going to erase that. So I can easily do that. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to make my pencil a little thinner. And I'm going to say that one of the goals that I have is physical health. So I just begin to write physical health. And what could be some actions? Well, you'll see in a few minutes that I play a sport called pickleball. It's really taken over the South. If you're not familiar with pickleball, it's a cross between ping pong, badminton, and tennis. So I want to play pickleball 2 to 3 times a week. I also walk my dog. So I've got to go back. I want to walk my dog for 20 minutes, either 1 or 2 times a day. I also, for my own physical health, want to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep, that I'm drinking enough water. And probably it shouldn't be surprising to you that physical health for me also includes fun and laughter. We've just talked about that. But it's just that easy to write on these pieces. Should you make a mistake, you grab your eraser and you erase what you've written on, and you can just go through those pieces. So it's that simple to use. Now, just so that I can show you some kind of fun things, I'm going to go back to my, and I have to click on this, I'm going to go back to my priorities and my purpose. So I'm going to click right here. Here are my priorities, and this is my purpose page. Well, before turning on the video, I actually went in and I grabbed some images that I thought would be kind of fun to share. So I'm going to go to, let's just start in September. And I'm going to, well, no, let me go to August. I'm going to go to August. And you can see that I have picked out some photographs and put them in my planner. So I'm just going to copy these. So let's say that you wanted to put on your calendar, and I don't even know when Mother's Day is, but I think it's somewhere in May or June. But let's say that you wanted to put in your calendar in May a Mother's Day. And I'm not sure, but you could come in and just put, oh, there's a happy little Mother's Day piece. And these were grabbed off of things that people texted me. I'm going to come back and I'm going to grab another picture and I'm going to say, okay, you know, if we want to put things in there, I mean, imagine being able to copy and paste any of the things that make you happy. This is my puppy and my daughter gave me that. This is my daughter. This is my son. Wait, that's what he really looks like. This is me playing pickleball. This is my group of pickleball friends. This is my nephew. And these are our Razorback game friends as we go. And by the way, yes, this is my mother. Let me pull this out. This is my mother right here, 88 years old. So this is our group. Now, imagine being able to just place any of these pieces in here. Really, really a fun thing to do. Now, I'm going to go back to edit mode. I can go into my months. You see that I've created some information in July. So the great part about all of the pieces in a digital planner are the things that you can actually do, the things that you can manipulate. I'm going to grab my lasso tool. I'm going to grab a hold of yoga. I'm going to do a hard press. I'm going to copy it. And now I can go to September. And if I have yoga lessons, I can do a hard press and a paste. So I don't really have to recreate things all the time. If I'm using a regular piece, I can just come in. Now, I'm going to go back to July just to show you some of the functionality. Again, I have to go to editing mode. And you can go in and do all of the things here that you can do on a regular calendar, just like a paper calendar. So I'm going to come in, grab a really fun color. And on the 29th, I'm going to say that I'm going to go, make sure I'm in writing mode. I'm going to go to the park with my 11-pound Maltipoo, whose name is Big Jake. Well, his full name actually is Big Jake Cotton. Now, what happens if for some reason I can't do that on the 29th? I don't want to have to rewrite it. I actually can just go in, put a lasso around it. I can do a hard punch, copy, and move it to a different date. So those are the kind of things that you can do anywhere in GoodNotes. It's just an amazing program. So now I'm just going to go back. We've shown you some of the functionality, but I want you to see some more. The annual calendar at a glance, every single thing is hot linked. So if you want to go to August 1st, you can go to August 1st. If you want to go to July the 15th, July the 15th. January 1st, January 1st. So what I'm showing you here is internally on every page, you're going to see a full-blown way to keep track of your time management. Now, we know this is the advanced level. That's part of what makes the 7-Minute Life so different. This is a one-page canvas for you to truly map out your time management. So let me just give you a high-level overview by grabbing my pencil tools. I'm going to change this back to blue. And I'm going to just give you some of the highlights. So this is called the Daily Progress Report. And the very first question that you want to ask yourself for time management is, what is my goal for today? So you're going to physically set a timer. I bet you can guess. Set a timer for 7 minutes in the morning. And as you take those 7 minutes, what you're going to do is you're going to create your daily to-do list. So you're writing down, the timer's going down, 7 minutes, 6 minutes. You're just asking, what is my goal? You're writing down all the things that you could do. You're creating this to-do list. After the to-do list is created, you're then going to prioritize those tasks in order of importance. This is where most people's planning falls apart. So as you look at that, you're going to go through and you're going to say, this is the most important thing, the second most, third, fourth, and fifth. So after you've prioritized those things, you now can create what we call your 5 before 11 list. Now, we happen to believe that this is probably the most important piece of what we do. If you can choose 5 high-value to-dos and you make a commitment to accomplish them before 11 a.m., imagine what would happen if you could just prioritize your tasks and accomplish 5 high-value tasks for the next week. In 1 week, you would accomplish 35 high-value actions. But the 7-minute life is based on a 90-day platform because of corporate earnings and also because of nature. If you could accomplish 5 high-value actions for the next 90 days, you would accomplish 450 high-value steps toward reaching your goals. Again, we've tried to make this so much more than just a to-do list. But during your 7 minutes, imagine getting everything out of your head on a to-do list, prioritizing those tasks, choosing the top 5. But also for me, I want to stay connected with my friends. So who is it that you want to connect with? It could be a prospect that you want to call. It could be a college friend. Or it could be someone that you know just needs a little kindness in their life. So being very intentional. Also on this page, I have what I call unfinished tasks. I use the daily progress report and the daily planner as something that we call a capture tool. A capture tool is one location that you keep everything. It's a simple one-page capture tool. Under unfinished tasks, I often put errands, like I need to go to the bank, or I need to go to the drugstore, or send a thank you note. So whatever it is, I have all of those things in one place. You'll also find a spot for today I'm grateful for. You know, I have a lot of things to be grateful for, but my mother is 88 years old, and you've seen pictures of her. I'll go back and show another, but she's 88 years old and doing just great. In fact, she just got home from playing duplicate bridge, where she came in #1 place today. I mean, who wouldn't be happy about having their mother be the #1 group at the Bridge House today? In addition to the things that you're grateful for, we also created psychological triggers. You know, I said that being healthy and being in the best shape, you may want to keep up with how many glasses of water you drink, or how many hours of sleep you get, or did you take 20 minutes to exercise? Did you take 10 minutes to reflect? One of our favorite things is what we call 10 pages a day. Taking time to read 10 pages a day of a book. Every 30 days, you'd be reading a 300-page book. Very simple things like that. Bottom line is, at the very bottom of this page, and I'm going to grab the highlighter, is a simple question that says, did I do what I said I would do today? And it's really a yes or no question. So we want to just be aware of being able to do all of those things in one place. Just as a highlight, each day, in fact, let me go back. This is September 5th. I'll just go back to a different month. I have to hit my editing tool. I'm going to go to November. You'll see that each page, each day has a different daily progress report, but I'm going to go back to September. I'm going to go to September 5th, and you can see that in one sheet of paper, I've taken a pen, I've asked what is my goal for today, I've created a written to-do list, I've prioritized those tasks, I've said here are the 5 things I'll choose to do before 11 o'clock, here are the people that I'll call, here are the errands that I need to run, this is what I'm most grateful for, and these are just psychological triggers for me so that at the end of the day I can ask that really important question. Now, we're kind of closing in on the last pieces of this. There's an entire section that we use that's called the 15-minute increment worksheet. This is a very powerful planning tool, but I'm going to save it for another video. But being able to plan out your day in 15 minutes. The other thing that I wanted in my own daily planner as I was creating this is a place to take notes. I didn't want pieces of paper everywhere. I wanted a single location, so I'm going to come back into the clickable mode. I'm going to go on handwritten notes, and every day, in addition to having this full-blown daily planning tool that we call the Daily Progress Report, you also have the freedom to have a daily notes page that is fully dated that you can write down all of your notes. Now, as we close out, I just want to remind you that these are hot links. This is to your calendar where you can go to any day of the month. If you go back to the calendar, you can look at your month at a glance. If you go back to your calendar, you can also come and look at week at a glance, which we didn't spend a lot of time on. You can find weekly goals. You can just plan Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Very powerful planning tools, whichever direction you want to go, whether it's looking at it as a year, as a month, as a week, or even as an individual day. You also have the ability to go in and just take notes, everything staying in one location. Now, I'm going to close out this video by just showing you some of the power of what GoodNotes can do for you in helping you plan. You'll see that there is a magnifying glass here. I'm going to click on the magnifying glass, and I know for a fact that I've just written the word kindness. So I'm going to click on my keyboard. If I wanted to find anything in GoodNotes, so here I'm working, I'm just putting in kindness, and it is going to search and find kindness. Not only you can see that it's finding kindness in very different places, but it also has found it where I've just written it. So anything that you write in your planner now becomes fully searchable. In addition to being fully searchable, as you go back into writing mode, you can grab a lasso and move any single thing you want. You can resize it. You can make something great big so you don't lose it. You can, it's just the things are limitless almost to the things that you could do. I'm going to go back to my August, and I'm just going to grab this photograph, edit, long hold, copy, and I'm going to go to November. Let's see, how do I get back there? I'm going to go to November, and this is where I'll end today. November 18th is my parents' anniversary. This is my mother. She's 88. My father passed away not long ago. But you can only imagine that having one place to put every single thing can change your life forever. This is the 7-Minute Life Digital Daily Planner. We believe that time is your most valuable currency. We have connected time management skills with creating your clear life plan, and we believe this will make a difference in your life. So from beginning to end, time is always moving forward. I'm Allyson Lewis, founder of the 7-Minute Life, and we are, this is our passion. This is our mission. We are so hopeful that you will realize that every moment of life counts. And if there's anything we can do to help, please reach out to us, and I'll put it right here using my pen. Please reach out to us at hello@the7minutelife.com. So now you've seen it. There's our tutorial. There's a lot more coming. We hope you enjoy your planner. Please feel free and make sure you leave a review and contact us if there's any way we can help you. We'll see you again soon. Thanks.